realised, yes, this redstone powers the clock, not clock, powers the lamp, but a redstone under this also affects this torch, otherwise it wouldn't carry the signal. You can't stick a torch on a torch, that's why it carries the signal upwards. So, I realised the redstone torch here is powering not only this, but this, the redstone above it. It's brilliant. So, we don't need two separate clocks, one at the bottom, one at the bottom. We can just use one torch to power both of them. Brilliant! That really just solved the whole thing upstairs, because, like I said, if I didn't figure this out, I would have had to make another clock for the upstairs and then have to link them up separately to turn them on. Well, you know the problem. You ended up solving it with the cards and everything. So I figured out. It doesn't matter now. We can now, as long as we can build a clock in this space, which puts the power here, we can do it. It's no problem. So first thing, this annoyed the hell out of me. If this didn't work this way, I would have had this solved so much easier. Redstone can't enter these from the side. It has to enter them from the back. I mean, you can do corners like that, but that's as sharp as you can go. You can't even if what is it? Yeah, even if I had this and broke here, that would work. But even if it was this, even though they usually power the blocks, putting it this way wouldn't work, and it really, like I said, it would have gone much easier. But now, this big jump got it working. Now this took a lot longer than, you know, watching the rest of your days of your Minds Z episodes. It took me about hour and a half, 2 hours. So don't say massive amount, but it was definitely worth it. It was definitely fun. So basically, excellent. It works. Right. The way I got this to work. Obviously, this just to turn it on. This power ends up going to here. This only powers this block, which starts this. But then that was simple enough. The problem was the rotation. 1 second. No. That'll do. Was the rotation. I couldn't put redstone here because it wouldn't be powered by this. But then I realised this is powering this block, so anything next to this block, excluding these because they don't get powered by things unless it's behind it. So apart from the repeaters, this thing's powered. So it would power. If I could put a torch pointing like that way on this face, it would power that. But more importantly, it powers this redstone next to it. So if I just do this, thanks to I think it was 1.2 update, I'm not sure. If you put redstone behind one of these, it joins up to it. So redstone here, redstone here. It powers this repeater, which powers this block, which does that, and powers this block, and so on, so forth, so forth. So that took me bloody age. It was more. Probably didn't take that long. It was just really, really annoying when I tried like half a dozen different variants in this space. I mean, I had a working model over there, but it would take up too much space. That's what the problem was, as you know. I mean, I tried just using something basic and 3x3 by this, but these don't transfer powers up. You can't use torches with the repeaters because it just doesn't work. It's just really annoying. But I got this. Brilliant. Now, I'll show you what I did over here. Now, the back of the lighthouse, this is what I did. By the way, this is an exact replica scaled to your lighthouse, so if you want to copy